Right, guests may be seated. We are gathered in this place to witness the formal joining in the legal state of matrimony for this couple according to the order and the custom prevailing and under the authority given and provided by the province of British Columbia. The state of matrimony, as understood by us, is a state ennobled and enriched by a long and honorable tradition of devotion, set in the basis of the law of the land and assuring that each participant has an equality before the law and supporting the common rights of each party to the marriage. There is assumed to be a desire for a lifelong companionship and a generous sharing of the help and comfort that a couple ought to have from each other through whatever circumstances of sickness or health, joy or sorrow, prosperity or adversity the lives of these parties may experience. Marriage is therefore not to be entered upon thoughtlessly or irresponsibly, but with a due and serious understanding and an appreciation of the ends for which it is undertaken, and of the material, the intellectual, and the emotional factors which will govern its fulfillment. It is by its nature a state of giving rather than taking, of offering rather than receiving. For marriage requires the giving of oneself to support the marriage and the home in which it may flourish. It is into this high and serious state that these two persons desire to unite. And I have a little gift for you. This is from Kenya, Africa, and the fair trade artisans, they take soapstone and carve it into hearts and color it and then inscribe love. And we know a soapstone usually has a sandy color like this, but all gems and stones have different characteristics. We know diamond, jade, gold, etc. So the characteristic of soapstone is to create a loving environment. So I'd ask you to put this somewhere prominent in your home. Let it remind you of the commitment that you've made today. And so if there's a question as to whose turn it is to do what, this will remind you of the commitment you made today and the equal sharing. So I'm going to give this to you, Louie, first, ask you to hold it, make a silent wish, and then give it to Wilmer and let him hold it and make a silent wish. And then he has the big pocket so he can put it away for later.
Do you want to do a silent wish together?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Should I put it in my pocket?
Louie and Wilmer. A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys, and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out and we can be completely and honestly who we are. We can be loved for who we are and not for who we're pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. Therefore, Wilmer and Louie, having found each other and wanting to commit to share your lives together, may those words serve as a supportive reflection as you now fully open the locks to each other's love. I would like to now share with you a short text about love written by Susan Polish-Schultz. Louie and Wilmer, may these words also serve as a helpful guide for your life together. Love is the strongest feeling known, an all-encompassing passion, an extreme strength, an overwhelming excitement. Love is trying not to hurt the other person, trying not to change the other person, trying not to dominate the other person. trying not to deceive the other person. Love is understanding each other, listening to each other, supporting each other, and having fun with each other. Love is not an excuse to stop growing, not an excuse to stop making yourself better, not an excuse to take the other person for granted. Love is being completely honest with each other, finding dreams to share, working towards common goals, and sharing responsibilities equally. Everyone in the world wants love. Love is not a feeling to be taken lightly. Love is a feeling to be cherished, nurtured, and cared for. Love is the reason for life. And now as we continue, I charge and require of you both, in the presence of these witnesses, that if either of you know of any legal impediment to this marriage, you do now reveal the same. Let Wilmer repeat after me. I solemnly declare.
I solemnly declare
That I do not know.
that I do not know
Of any
of any
lawful impediment
lawful impediment
why I, Wilmer Badua Ruiz,
while I, Wilmer Badua Ruiz,
may not be joined
may not be joined
in matrimony
in matrimony
to Louie Ross Rea Monedas.
to Louie Ross Rea Monares.
Let Louie repeat after me. I solemnly declare
I solemnly declare
that I do not know
that I do not know
of any
of any
lawful impediment
lawful impediment
why I, Louie Ross Rea Monedas,
while I, Louie Ross Rea Monares,
may not be joined
may not be joined
in matrimony
in matrimony
to Wilmer Badua Ruiz.
to Wilmer Badua Ruiz.
Good. There having been no reason given why this couple may not be married, I ask you to give answer to these questions. Do you, Wilmer, undertake to afford to Louie the love of your person, the comfort of your companionship, and the patience of your understanding, and to share equally of the necessities of life as they may be earned or enjoyed by you, to respect the dignity of her person, her own inalienable personal rights, and to recognize the right of counsel and consultation upon all matters relating to the present or the future of the household established by this marriage. And furthermore, do you promise to continue to love her unconditionally, to support her in her goals, to honor and respect her, to laugh with her and to cry with her, and to cherish your time together?
I do.
Do you, Louie, undertake to afford to Wilmer the love of your person, the comfort of your companionship, and the patience of your understanding, and to share equally of the necessities of life as they may be earned or enjoyed by you, to respect the dignity of his person, his own inalienable personal rights, and to recognize the right of counsel and consultation upon all matters relating to the present or the future of the household established by this marriage? And furthermore, do you promise to continue to love him unconditionally, to support him in his goals, to honor and respect him, to laugh with him and to cry with him, and to cherish your time together?
I do.
Good. And usually it's at this point that I ask couples to join their hands together, but you're already in this comfortable position, obviously a position you enjoy. So now let Wilmer repeat after me. I call on those present
I call on those present
to witness
to witness
that I, Wilmer Badua Ruiz,
that I, Wilmer Badua Ruiz,
take Louie Ross Rea Monedas
take Louie Ross Rea Monares
to be
to be
my lawful wedded wife,
my lawful wedded wife,
to have
to have
and to hold
and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
in whatever circumstance
in whatever circumstance
or experience
or experience
life may hold for us.
life may hold for us.
And let Louie repeat after me. I call on those present
I call on those present
to witness
to witness
that I, Louie Ross Rea Monedas,
that I, Louie Ross Rea Monares,
take Wilmer Badua Ruiz
take Wilmer Badwa Ruiz
to be my lawful wedded husband,
to be my lawful wedded husband,
to have
to have
and to hold
and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
in whatever circumstance
in whatever circumstance
or experience
or experience
life may hold for us.
life may hold for us.
And as you continue to be in this comfortable position, here is a little hand blessing. This originally is from ancient China, but you can reflect on these words, and I'd ask, while you're holding your hands now, bring them upwards towards your hearts. And look at each other's hands and listen as you reflect on the gift that these hands are to each of you as you listen to these words. These are the hands of your best friend, experienced and full of love for you, which are holding yours as you vow to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that passionately love and cherish you, and that with the slightest touch comfort you like no other. These are the hands that hold you when fear or grief temporarily comes your way. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you strength, support, and encouragement when you need it. These are the hands that will comfort you and hold you tight when you struggle through challenging times. These are the hands that will give you backing and inspiration to pursue your dreams. These are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. And lastly, these are the hands that have lifted your chin and brushed your cheek as they raised your face to look into eyes that are ever filled with overwhelming love for you. So Wilmer and Louie, I'd ask now, as an acknowledgement of the gift of your hands, please gently kiss each other's hands.
There's two. No. Oh.
From earliest times, wedding rings have been an icon of wedded love. The rings are an unbroken and never-ending circle that serve to symbolize a continuous commitment and love. The rings are circular, like their love with no beginning and no end. They represent what has been and what will always be. They are made of solid, sturdy material, which is meant to survive years and years of hand-holding, domestic chores, various activities, and tender caresses. Couples wear their wedding rings every day as a symbol of their love. The story of why the wedding ring is worn on the left hand can be traced back to Roman times. In that era, the Romans believed that the vein in the ring finger, the third finger on the left hand, ran directly to one's heart. What we know today, from a biological standpoint, is that thankfully all of our fingers have a vein connection to the heart. In ancient Rome, however, because of this belief, they called that vein in that finger the vena amoris, or vein of love. Naturally, to solidify a union based on love, they placed the ring on the finger they believed housed the vein of love to signify the romance newly married couples share. And now, inasmuch as you have made a declaration of your vows concerning one another, and now will set rings before me, I ask that these rings be used and regarded as a seal and a confirmation and an acceptance of the vows you have made. The ring from Wilmer to give to. Let Wilmer now place the ring on the third finger of Louie's left hand while repeating after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
as the token
as the token
and pledge
and pledge
of the vow and covenant
and the vow and covenant
of my word,
of my word,
I call upon
I call upon
those persons present
those persons present
to witness
to witness
that I, Wilmer,
that I, Wilmer,
do take you, Louie,
do take you, Louie,
to be
to be
my lawful wedded wife.
my lawful wedded wife.
And let Louie reply after me. In receiving this ring,
In receiving this ring,
being the token
being the token
and pledge
and pledge
of the covenant
of the covenant
of your word,
of your word,
I call upon
I call upon
those persons present
those persons present
to witness
to witness
that I, Louie,
that I, Louie,
do take you, Wilmer,
do take you, Wilmer,
to be
to be
my lawful
lawful
wedded husband.
wedded husband.
And now, please, the second ring. And now let Louie place the ring on the third finger of Wilmer's left hand
You put it now?
while repeating after me.
You put it now?
With this ring,
With this ring,
I promise
I promise
and give to you
and give to you
the truth
the truth
and faithfulness
and faithfulness
of my life
of my life
in marriage.
in marriage.
And let Wilmer reply after me. In receiving this ring,
In receiving this ring,
I promise
I promise
and give to you
and give to you
the truth
the truth
and faithfulness
in faithfulness
of my life
of my life
in marriage.
in marriage.
Having exchanged your rings, I would like to share with you a short text called The Art of Marriage by Wilfred Arian Peterson.
Well,
The little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. I think you have that under control. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in a spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have the wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. This is the art of marriage. And now we are going to undertake a traditional Filipino symbolic ceremony. So I would ask, we have in our bridal party the sponsors for the 3 items. So I would now, Louie and Wilmer, we're going to ask Angelica and Rani to join us and to lay a veil over the 2 of you to clothe you together. Let this be a symbol of the faithful love you have for each other. Through the passing of the years, let this veil remind you that you belong to each other and to no one else. Wilmer and Louie, I now invite Angeline and Martin to join us to place a cord over you. This cord symbolizes an infinite bond of the love you share that keeps your relationship strong in the face of adversity, as well as that you both are no longer 2 separate, but one in marriage. May this cord remind you to face your life together courageously and to be mutual in support of each other in carrying out your duties and responsibilities as a couple. May your love grow stronger and bind you closer together through the years. I now invite Lelaine and Arthur to present to you the basket with the eros in it. The blessing of the coins is a symbol of the husband's dedication and responsibilities to his wife and to their children. The husband presents the coins, known as the eros, to his bride, who accepts the coins to represent her support and commitment in their union. Wilmer and Louie, hold these coins in your hands as a sign that your blessings will no longer be held separately, but together. Louie, repeat after me. Wilmer, repeat after me. Louie, accept this symbol.
Accept this symbol
Of all my possessions.
of all my possessions
As a pledge.
as a pledge
Of my dedication.
of my dedication
And concern.
and concern
For your well-being.
for your well-being.
These I offer to you.
These I offer to you
Of all that I am.
of all that I am,
And with all that I have.
with all that I have.
And now, Louie, please repeat after me. Wilmer,
Wilmer,
I accept them with joy
I accept them with joy
and gratitude,
and gratitude,
and also offer you these coins
and also offer you these coins
in return
in return
as a sign
as a sign
of my effort
of my effort
and concern
and concern
for our family's well-being.
for our family's well-being.
And now I would call on the sponsors to remove the cord and veil and take the coins.
Stay like this.
It's a well-known phrase that actions speak louder than words. The actions, such as rituals and various cultural traditions performed at wedding ceremonies, including what we just did. I've had, in over 8 years, everything from sugar grinding to tea ceremonies to sage smudging, etc. So all of these convey deep symbolic meaning. These rituals and traditions show that couples are committed to taking action with regard to their promises and the commitment they have made to each other on their wedding day. In one cultural tradition, a glass is crushed during the ceremony. My wish for both of you is that your bond of love continue to be as difficult to break as it would be to put back together the pieces of a crushed and broken glass. Knowing that this marriage is permanent, you both can continue to strive every day to show each other love, respect, and happiness. Louie and Wilmer, from this day onward, may you bask in the beauty of a flame, a fire that signifies the light of your love. May the light from such a flame, from such a fire, shine bright and steady upon your path together. And may its heat keep you warm through all the days of your lives and beyond. May the light of love and the light of understanding and the light of respect, the light of tolerance shine eternally for you both. May the blessing of light be with you always. Light without and light within it. And may the sun shine upon you and warm your hearts as they continue to glow like a great fire. Before I pronounce you duly married, I have just one more thing I want you to do. Your wedding day today is one that's going to seem to fly by. I know we've had a lot of preparation coming up to this day, but it will seem to fly by. It's a day filled with emotion, your witnesses, family, friends gathered here, the rings you've exchanged, obviously the celebration to follow, possibly a honeymoon to the Philippines or a secret location. Many people remember how fleeting their own wedding day was. So I would ask you to take a few seconds now to look deep into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness that you're feeling here in this moment, in this place where we actually are close to nature. Really let that feeling register in your heart and in your mind. Now, I want you to think about your life together in 5 or 10 years. Where are you? What are you doing? We all know that your visions of the future are not identical, but no doubt will always be complementary. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together, that is reality. And that reality starts now." So guests, we'd ask that you just relax momentarily. The 2 witnesses and our happy couple going to join me at the table. We will sign the register and the documents. Then we will return to this location and we will have the declaration. Easier for you to
Okay.
do you want to sit?
No, I can stand up.
You can stand? Okay.
Over here is fine.
Right.
Okay.
We were going to sign on that line. Okay. You're going to sign there. Okay, I now need Noel.
Scooch. Scooch. So many people.
Pag nag-kiss tayo sa waist, tapos kikanan ako sa biscuit.
Nakanan ako.
Ha?
Ganito ako.
No, straight lang.
Oh, okay.
Kahawakan mo ko, di ba yung pala tayo magkikiss?
Mhm.
Tapos iti-tilt mo ko ng kuan.
Okay.
Because I need to hold my ano. And then I'll hold you sa biscuit.
Okay.
You always pick up on the emotion of the couples, and I feel really good energy from both of you. and certainly I feel this will be a happy couple. And now, for as much as you, Wilmer Badua Ruiz, and you, Louie Rosrea Monedas, have consented to legal wedlock and have declared your solemn intention in this company before these witnesses and in my presence, now, upon the authority vested in me by the province of British Columbia, I pronounce you as duly married. May this day shine eternally in your lives, and may you enjoy length of days, fulfillment of hopes, and peace and contentment of mind. As you day by day live and fulfill the terms of this covenant you have made with one another, always remain sweethearts, helpmates, friends, and lovers, and let your lives be filled with warmth, humor, and love. May you continue to care for each other in all times, happy and sad. May you give cheer to each other. May you give strength to each other in all undertakings. May your love for each other continue to be a source of inspiration to yourselves, your families, your friends, and to all those whose lives you touch. And finally, may the home you continue to build together be a place of comfort and peace for you, as well as for all those who visit it. And now my congratulations, Louie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Louie and Wilmer, you may now share your first kiss as a married couple and seal this commitment you have made today. Witnesses, family, friends, may I present to you for the first time as husband and wife, the newlyweds, Wilmer and Louie, Mr. and Mrs. Ruiz. And now we ask that everyone just please remain seated. The couple are going to engage in the first dance, and then we will have the recessional after their first dance.
So the
Wanna go in the
parents are
middle?
just gonna be there. We're just gonna
I would need 1,000,000 words if I tried to define all the things you mean to me. For you I'd die 1,000 lives, a special kind of energy. 'Cause love is born when hearts collide. Every time you touch me, you remind me that I'm still alive. So promise you never change, and I'll always be the same. We'll be dancing the same groove when we're 92, the same as 17. And I'll never lie to you, just don't you hold back on me. I wanna love you strong when 92, the same as 17. I don't really know what's right, but I can never call you wrong. I just wanna dance with you, floating over marble floors. You're something like an angel. You do something to my mind. I could see 1,000 years when I'm looking in your eyes. So promise you never change.